Welcome to Lamplighter. This is day 16. Here's our first big challenge, isn't it? Today you look at the reading, and I feel confident that most everyone had some kind of thought like this one. Do I really have to read this list of names? These are not even ordinary names, and all it is in today's reading is one name after another, and if I were reading this aloud, I wouldn't even be able to pronounce these names. This seems like an exercise in futility, and on the excuses go. That's why it's so important for us to keep reminding ourselves that the Bible is one story, and the story is about God. So why would all of these names be mentioned in today's reading if the story is truly about God? Well, we see that what we truly have here is a genealogical tree of the family of Esau. I want to remind you that when Jacob and Esau are born to Rebekah, we saw already that Esau's name also meant Edom. He was also called Edom because Edom means red, and apparently there was a lot of red hair, etc., about Esau, as well as the red stew that he ate. So there were several reasons for the name Edom. Esau's descendants are going to be known throughout history as the Edomites. Now, one of the things we notice about Esau, his character is very different from Jacob. He doesn't go back to his homeland to find a wife. He marries women, multiple women from among the Canaanites. We know the Canaanites already are idolatrous people. Esau seems to be one that is a bit rebellious throughout his life. He marries Canaanite women, and his people that descend from him, the Edomites, become a wicked people, a strong nation, a powerful nation. They're going to be mentioned multiple times in the history that is told in the Old Testament, even as we get into the prophets. But the Edomites are going to come under the condemnation of God because they seldom help anyone other than themselves. They become cave dwellers. They think that they are invincible because they build their homes high into the side of cliffs where nobody can really attack them or get to them. But God holds them accountable because they had opportunity to help the Israelites at times. They had opportunities to defend the Israelites. And rather than help or defend, they actually aid and abet the enemy to destroy the Israelites in battle from time to time. The Edomites are not a good people. And yet we read this table of all of their names as sort of a precursor of how big and how powerful this people has become. They go their own way, just as Esau goes his own way from Jacob. And from here, the story is going to focus not on Esau, not on the Edomites, but upon Jacob, whose name, remember, has been changed to Israel, and his descendants that will from here on be known as the Israelites. The Israelites are the descendants of Jacob. The Edomites are the descendants of Esau. And these two nations are constantly at odds with one another, and the Edomites in particular are constantly at odds with God himself. So keep that in mind. This is important. There are several important names mentioned here as well. We saw the name Korah. We saw the name Amalek. These are going to be players in the story as it continues to develop. Sometimes it's a challenge for us, isn't it, to read the Word of God because it's hard to make sense of all of these names. But we want to continue to be lamplighters. His Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path. I hope you have a blessed day.